Boy, this is gonna be insane. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're gonna stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. Now, as always, welcome back means we are on another adventure, and that also means that you're gonna wanna know where we are and what we're doing. So, let's get started. Where are we? We are back in West Virginia. I've been spending a lot of time lately in the Appalachia, but you probably want to know, precisely where we are in West Virginia. Well, we are in the hometown of the World War I flying ace, Lewis Bennett Jr., and that would be Weston, West Virginia. So what are we doing in Weston? We're gonna go to a car show, a Hearse car show at the Lunatic Asylum. So if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready, and let's go. We are right here. Right here. That is fantastic. Gotta go. Oh, shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva. You're okay. You're okay. For watching my channel.
Jesus, God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh, shit. That's why I tell you, if anybody's looking for an HJ, this is the spot. Take a sip. History. Better Malanga. So before I even start the video, I just want to tell everybody that this may be, in some spots, disturbing. Like the description of what I'm talking about. So that being said, I am at the Weston State Hospital, but betterwise known as the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Check that out. This was actually built in 1858 till 1881, I believe it was, but it opened in 1864. So what was like the time gap in there? Because that was a pretty long time, right? Because if you know your history a little bit, 1861 was Civil War. This was actually at one time, this was actually a hub for the Union soldiers in the Civil War, for a period of time anyway. And going with that story, I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but there actually was a gold robbery here. To finish this, they had a reserve, a gold reserve. So when they started the process of rebuilding this again to finish it, that they had that gold reserve. That was stolen during that Civil War time. Union soldiers took it. But yeah, I didn't want to jump ahead of myself, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So another interesting fact about this is when it was being built, I said what, 1858 is when construction started on this. West Virginia was not even a state yet. It was actually part of Virginia. So little fun fact there. But this building was built by Richard Snowden Andrews, and it went off the Kirkbridge style. Now, the Kirkbridge style was for the mentally ill. The way they built buildings was to let as much fresh air and as much light into a building as possible. So the building is kind of staggered. Like you got the main building and then another building, it goes out like in a wing shape. And so long hallways,
Your dress looks beautiful, honey.
tall tall buildings, a lot of airflow. I am going to go in here for you, but I am not allowed to video, so I'm going to take some pictures, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'll probably put them at the maybe the end of the video. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I'll know when you know. But I will go in there. I'll post some pictures. I was going to go in there and do the video, but I can't. And that's not really why I'm here anyway. I'm here for the car show, but this is cool that it's taking place at the Lunatic Asylum. I'm going to stop right there because we cannot talk about mental health or mental health cures or the way they deal with mental health than talking about Dorothea Dix. Dorothea Dix, she was a Civil War nurse, okay, but she went around and she made the public aware of how the patients were getting treated, how mental illness was getting treated, and she was the one that actually made some major changes to the cures and whatnot. So I wanted to put a shout out to that because a lot of people don't include her in a lot of the information. All you hear about is the main men will say in the information. But Dorothea Dix, and I believe I don't want to use the word fun fact, but Mindy might know a little bit. Her father was an alcoholic, right? Mm-hmm. Father was an alcoholic. The mother was
mentally unstable.
Mentally unstable. So, you know, that was like probably one of her main things to just, you know, change how this was happening. But what's interesting, what's kind of ironic, is the past 8 years, I believe it was it the past 8 years of her life? I think the past 8 years of her life she actually spent in an asylum.
Trenton.
She went, she had a nervous breakdown. So that's just majorly ironic. But this was supposed to, when it was built, this was supposed to be a sanctuary for the mentally ill. And it started out that way. We'll just say it started out that way. 4 floors. Originally was supposed to hold 250 patients. Each patient was supposed to have their own room and whatnot. This was actually self-sufficient. They had a farm. They had the dairy cows. They had a garden. They had waterworks. They had their own electric, I believe, own gas well, and cemetery. I believe there was actually 3 cemeteries on here on the 666 acres of the property. Okay. It is the largest hand-cut stone building in the United States. Second in the world. The first one, I believe, is in Moscow, is where the first one. What is it?
The Kremlin.
The Kremlin. That would be the largest. This would be the second largest. So that's an interesting fact right there. But check that out. Now that's that tower right there, the clock tower. And I don't think the clock's on the back. I think just what we're looking at might be on the side. I'm not sure, but I know that the clock is not on the back. But that tower is 200 foot tall. But yeah, very interesting. But we'll talk about reasons why you were put in here, because I told you 250 people this was limited to. That's what it was built for. Sanctuary, positivity, people could learn new things and everything. But people were being put in here for crazy reasons. Gastritis, asthma, masturbation, female disease, not getting along with your parents, not getting along with your spouse. Another thing is husbands could just drop their wives, no explanation needed. Hey, my wife's crazy. They're in the asylum, and the husband would be the only one to get her out. So if you brought somebody here, the only person that could bring that person out would be you. So very crazy. So I believe by the 1950s they had over 2,400 people in this building. So there was people laying out in the hallways, on the floor, not even on beds. There was what was intended for one person to a room, there might have been 5 or 6 people to that room. So the nurses and such, everyone that worked here could not keep up with that at all. So things just got overwhelming. People weren't getting taken care of. It wasn't clean, etc., etc. They were mixing violent people with non-violent people. There was actually some crimes in here. There was some real bad crimes in here from both sides, actually. I know they found a nurse. She was at the bottom of an abandoned stairwell, and they didn't find her like soon. It was like weeks after that happened. Yeah, 2 months. They found her at the bottom of the stairwell, and it was from obviously it was from one of the patients. Another one that strikes up, this is where it kind of gets uneasy. On the 4th floor, because on the 4th floor was like the worst of the worst, I guess, but they still mixed people around, so I don't get it. But on the 4th floor there was 3 people in one of the rooms. 2 of them teamed up on another. They wrapped a sheet around them and they beat them, and then they even tried to hang him after they beat him. They thought he was unalive, brought him down. They heard him gasp for air. So what they did is they laid him on the ground. They put the bed on top of him in the post on top of his head, and they jumped on a bed until that post went through his skull. So that's what I was talking about when things might get a little disturbing and graphic when I talk about that. That was one, and there was more than that. I can't explain it all of what happened in there. I think, I don't know, Mindy might know this one too. You said something that one of the patients went down a laundry chute. Okay, yeah, and that was what, for freedom, pretty much.
Thought that was her way out, and the laundry chute narrowed, and they found her 2 weeks later. So
weeks gone by. Yeah, so
or the laundry not going
so I'm
down.
saying that people were getting forgotten. They were getting tied up, chained up, strapped, put in a corner, and whatnot. So a lot of and again, think of the times, because the things that were going on here, electric shock, making people have purposely convulsing and whatnot. They thought way in the past, I guess they thought that was the thing to do, the thing to try. We look at that and think that that's awful, and which it is, but they didn't know. But yeah, crazy times in there. So yeah, the 4th floor actually is up top. Worst of the worst is stayed, but that was also, I believe, some of the, like, if you came here to visit somebody or whatnot, and you couldn't go home, you had to stay, they had like apartments up there that you could stay in. So very insane, very crazy. Man, wow. And they have tours here too. They have paranormal tours. This actually been on Ghost Hunters, paranormal lockdown. So it is haunted. It is haunted in there for sure. But this closed in 1994, I believe it closed. That was when this closed, because it was getting out of how the patients were getting treated here, what was going on in here. no care, no sanitation, no, you know, bad air, and just the upkeep was not good here. So they were forced closed in 1994, and plus the, you know, medicine was coming in different ways to treat mental disease. But yeah, look, I'm gonna show you. They're on the balcony right there, and you see the lady dressed up as a nurse. When they do tours here, they dress up as that in that time period when they're giving you the tour. So it's pretty neat. So yeah, you can't walk around the back or anything like that, but I'm gonna show you what I can while I'm here. Like I said, I'll post some pictures and whatnot. Another thing about this place, this was one of the main places for lobotomies. I think it was Freeman, Dr. Freeman.
Yes.
I can't remember his first name, but Dr. Freeman was the one that performed lobotomies here, and he had no limitations. He could pretty much do what he wants. Somebody could bring, hey, he's this little kid he's acting up. He's having a fit. Nope, he needs a lobotomy. That was pretty much how it was right there. And lobotomy is pretty much purposely damaging the brain is what a lobotomy is. We'll walk up here a little bit, but that's exactly what a lobotomy was, is purposely damaging the brain. And yeah, the frontal lobe of the brain. Another little graphic kind of thing. The last lobotomy, or the final kind of lobotomy, was it was the ice pick lobotomy, and it wasn't an ice pick, but it was a long probe with a point on it. And what they would do is they would put this probe and they would put it right here in your eye, right up top there, and they would get a hammer and pound it. It would go through your eye, damage your brain. I believe they actually show in the movie, I believe they actually show a lobotomy in here. I think 2 of them. They might show 2 lobotomies in here, but you can actually see one. You can tell when the person is, you know, gone. You know, they still say that it's, you know, it works. You know, we did the job. He doesn't have a mental illness no more. So yeah, just insane of how many things you could be put in here for that we look at now and we're like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But yeah, that was a little description of the asylum, of the lunatic asylum. But it's sad because you know, Dorothea Dix, when she wanted to make the change, look what it become. You know, maybe now probably a little better. I'm sure some things still probably go on that we would be like, that's awful. But yeah, this was pretty bad looking back and seeing what was done to people. But yeah, that was a little description again of the asylum. I can't go into great detail because we would be here for hours and hours and hours and hours with all the stories and the facts and whatnot. Now, if I had a podcast, maybe, but I don't. But yeah, interesting building. And I think over there is the tuberculosis building over there. So there's that, and there's a couple other more buildings in the back, but I think we're in that spooky season right now, so I think they turned that into a haunted house over there. But yeah, now they are having a Hearsemania. That was the reason I wanted to come out here and check this out. You can see the cars, the hearse. We're gonna go check them out. Again, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We're just rolling with this video. However it ends up, because I hear music playing. And where there's music, there's copyright claims. So I may not be able to, I may have to like shut the music off and maybe voice over some of the stuff, but that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, to be honest with you. So let's go check some of the cars out. And yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool event right here. Very awesome. And I like a lot of them have, you know, they're decorated in the backs and everything. But we're gonna check it out. Yeah, but they have, again, they have all kind of tours in here. They have paranormal tours. They have, you can just do the first floor tour. You can do all the way up to the 4th floor tour. Definitely worth it. I think I might want to stay the night in here though. I think that'd be fun. Yep, good old Weston, West Virginia. So yeah, I might have to just clip this together and like fade it in. I don't know. That music was pretty loud earlier. Yeah, see, some of them they have it open so you can see. Some of them will have them decorated. And it's like a craft show. Go around back, I guess. Yeah, check this out. I love how they have these decorated. That's great. Wow. Look at the exhaust covers. Very cool. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty neat. Got them driving around. Oh, they got one of the dolls. I think that was from what? Oh man, was that from Big Lots maybe? Yep. That was from Big Lots. I did a video on that, so I'm trying to remember where I've seen some of the animatronics at. Check it out. Even got the baby in there. That's awesome. Very cool. Look at this one. Excuse me. Coffin. Oh, I didn't see the graphic on there. That's neat. They've got a trailer over there that has a coffin. Oh, look at that. You like that? Check that out. Bright yellow right there. Yeah. Little play on words right there.
That one was at Cleveland.
Hellbound Dead Wagon. That's awesome. We got the little display out here. Very cool. Uh-oh, we got Chucky and his bride. I think she may be more evil than Chucky, to be honest with you. I think I've seen this one in Cleveland too. It was, because this one has hydraulics on it. Yeah, this one was up in Cleveland at the Hearse Cruise Inn. I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't remember that one.
I think it was. I think this was in Cleveland. Look at that. That is cool. Wow. Oh wow, that's awesome. And I said it before, I like when they put these funeral flags. Some of them have the orange ones, which really look cool.
Your cat would never stay. I would love it. Your cat would.
I think this one here, I think this car here is one of my buddy's friend's car from up in Michigan. I'm pretty positive it is. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they from, yep, Michigan. Yeah. So I thought so. Yeah, last time I was up in, when I went to the Hearse Cruise Inn, my buddy was messaging me, hey, my buddy has his car out there. Yeah, here's the orange funeral flags. Check that out. Look at the background though. The background of the Hearse and the Lunatic Asylum in the back. That's great.
That is a pretty good picture, isn't it? Hey, I think I need one of those too.
I like when they have the paint jobs like that.
I think that's one of the ones that I like to cut the table that swings out on it.
I think they got a casket in the back. I don't know if it's open or not, but it's not open. But yeah, they got a casket in the back there.
Yeah, it could be
Look at the white walls. That's awesome. This one's sharp. Got the black roses up top. Little steampunk hat. Look at that. Very awesome. I dig the white walls, man. Wow. Yeah, so far so good, because that music has been off. So hopefully hopefully it's going to be okay. Last responder. Got a big display in here. Wow. Dead stripe. How you doing today?
Hi, good.
Oh man. Whoa. Little flower car. It's the one that carries all the flowers. Graveyard Mafia. Check this one out, man. This is awesome. Wow. Even has the gurney in the back. Wow. This is sweet. Let me get a full picture of that. That's sweet. Wow, that's awesome. Hearsemania pillow. One red light up top. This one has the gurney in the back too as well. Wow. This one, man, this one's pretty awesome.
Right there. Hey, we got a little Rob Zombie by special request.
Here's a I don't know, maybe it's cool. I guess this is the new way to pass away here now. That's awesome though. This one's sweet. Buzzkill. And you got all the digging equipment back here. That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh man, check it out. Got a little snake right there. Hearsemania shirt. That's nice. That's a nice color too. Excuse me. That's pretty sharp, man. Awesome. Got the casket inside, purple casket. Sometimes it's hard to see. They got their windows up because it is raining a little bit. Got like a candelabra in the middle right there. All right. I think that was pretty much most of the cars that are here today. So not a bad turnout, actually. Pretty cool backdrop too, man. Pretty cool backdrop. Look at that. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, tell me that backdrop ain't cool. Lunatic Asylum. That's very awesome. Very awesome. Wow. Not a bad turnout. So I think that is going to be it for the video. So I got to show you a little bit of the asylum, threw those pictures in there for you. Wish I could have videoed in there, but that wasn't going to happen. So pictures were the best I could do for that. And I want to thank everybody for coming on today's adventure. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, Fed Malanga.